Hello. It feels like barely a few days because I think it is since we got Doctor Who trailer for Series 14, and now we've got another trailer. So I think I said all of my preamble around that in that video, so you can go and check that out if you want to see my preamble and also my reactions to that video. I think we'll go straight to this, see what new things we glean, break it down as much as we can, and then I need to get on with my day essentially. So yeah, let's just get straight into this because I don't see there's any particular reason to kind of beat about the bush. I have seen like screen caps on the Twitter of some things. There's a lot of discourse around the Abbey Road shot. I mean, I guess it doesn't. I mean, they have like shot on Abbey Road before for that promotional shot with Capaldi Common and Daleks. But I guess it didn't necessarily need to look so not modern then. Anyway, let's have a gander. Why does my thing disappear? There's no reason for that to disappear. Do both those things disappear? Well, we can fix that for sure. Hmm. Oh, I see what's happened here. There we go. Okay, let's
You ready for this?
Give me the loving! Now, stay back. We are going to rock through time.
Oh, this is so Bridgerton.
This is Ruby.
You are wild, brave, and rude. No, you made it worse.
Where shall we go? Anywhere.
It's you.
Space, baby! Oh, is it the universe, man? Let's have a random landing.
Is it safe?
Listen to me. This is what we're trying to stop. All of life extinguished. You keep us safe? I will keep us safe.
Come on. We've got work to do.
There's a storm coming in.
You called.
Honey,
I'm much bigger bang than you bargained for.
I will shatter this silly little battlefield into dust. In a heartbeat, into dust.
I don't have a people, I don't have a home. But I have freedom. Catching monsters, getting into scrapes. So I keep moving on. To see the next thing. And the next, and the next. Have you ever felt so alive? And that's just the beginning.
Don't forget.
okay. Well, there's some interesting things there. There's some potential spoilers actually, but things that kind of agree with things that I predicted. So let's break this down. I think the bits to camera are trailer exclusive bits potentially, although it's not unusual for Doctor Who to do like bits to trailer. So
You ready for this?
Give me the loving! Now, stay back. We are going to...
like that wink to the camera. If I can, oops.
rock through. Give me the loving!
That bit, It's a bit fourth wall breaky, but like, is that it's not massively unusual for Doctor Who, I guess, to do that occasionally, unless that's significant of something broader in the sense of changing the kind of realms around Doctor Who in terms of moving more from the science fiction to like the pure fantasy kind of slant we're going for.
Now, stay back!
And also we're confirming this is a Doctor with much more kind of a broader costume palette, with like nothing they're wearing in this part being anything any like it's not like a change of coat. It's not like even like they're wearing the same t-shirt or the same pants or whatever. It's completely the this is the Doctor who is probably the least like solely identifying costume element. On the one hand, it's kind of nice that we're breaking that mold, because I keep arguing Doctor Who is always about progressing and doing like new things and like breaking the rules, and that's how a show has survived for so long. On the other hand, from like one of the most clear things of Doctor Who is how easy it is to cosplay because of how distinct the outfits are. Like any of the other Doctors, you could wear their outfits and it's clear that who you're trying to be. Honestly, if I saw someone dressed as this, I would just be like, well, that's just a normal outfit. I mean, any of this stuff I've seen so far, apart from obviously the long, the leather trench coat.
Give me the loving! Now, stay back! We are going to rock through time.
And here is a bunch of like quick shots. This I think is from the Space Babies episode, which is a kind of weird concept. Let's try and pause on every one of the shots and see what we got. Can't identify which episode that might be from. Also, I just realized it says like it has like Doctor Who in very kind of clear cap sans serif fonts, which isn't like the logo. So it's a bit like why would it like use my mouse? Why not just use the logo here? Why have this very generic bland Doctor Who thing? Oof, very quick.
Now stay back. We are going to rock through time.
Is that the Doctor or is that Cheryl? It's hard to say. I think it's the Doctor. Wearing some kind of like raincoat and beanie. Or is this the episode where they have red dyed hair? I don't know. I can't really tell. Kind of looks like Ruby's upside down in the background. So this might be from that shot where the Doctor does something on the TARDIS controls and it ends up causing like gravity to go a bit weird. No, that's definitely the Doctor. This is from the Beatles episode. We're in London and they're dressed in period outfits. I think it's called the Devil's Cord. Again, same one here. They're definitely playing into the fact that this is an actor who, you know, is very comfortable with the whole like dancing, like, suave element of their character. And obviously we know that Ncuti Gatwa is not unfamiliar with choreography from their stint on Barbie. And this is from the Darcy Year episode. People are speculating that this is Captain Jack, and I don't think they would recast. I think they would just like stop using the character. I guess it's not about the realms of Doctor Who for Captain Jack to change his face. But I think, I don't know, I feel like it becomes a point where, because it's not as if like John Barrowman isn't active, so I feel like recasting the role would, for an active actor with all the controversy, would be like a statement. And if there's one thing the BBC don't like doing, it's making a statement. So I think this is probably a new character or an existing character, but like there's been substantial enough time that it's not like a statement, if you know what I mean. There's something going on there. Why does this keep moving?
Oh, this is so Bridgerton.
This is
She says that line another time as well in why do I keep missing these? Let me bring this closer to get to. Just give me a second. That's clearly not working. Beach. Okay, that's a much more sensible place for that thing to have. Where was I? The Bridgerton line. There's a shot in a previous trailer where she says a similar line, but like with a doctor. So I feel like maybe it's a running joke in an episode that she keeps comparing things to a Bridgerton. Do I even know what Bridgerton is? Is that Bridgerton? Yeah, it's a historical fiction romance thing. I thought it was something else. Was it not? Is it not? Yeah, it's a Regency romance. Is it not based off something else? Yeah, 2000 era book thing. I thought it was something else, but whatever. So we get a bit here about. I'm about to say Clara. Ruby.
Ruby.
She is definitely fond of the pulling faces. I don't know how much that kind of I don't know really how much that endears to me. It's a bit too cartoony and a bit too. I feel I criticized her for this in I definitely criticized her for this in the Road of Ruby, the Church on Ruby Road, where she reacts to like the fantasia elements as if in a very kind of pantomime over the top. This is a family show kind of way where you're signposting all of the kind of reactions in a way which hasn't really been seen in like New Who, where companions are much more kind of reserved with their, not reserved, but a bit more grounded with their reactions. Whereas here, I mean, this is very much a kind of exaggerated expression. I don't really know. Again, maybe in context of a larger show and that's of a 2-minute long trailer, I'll be less objectionable towards it. But just with what we're seeing here so far, it's very much kind of like tone it down a bit, like, you know, Martin Freeman gif, calm down kind of stuff.
You are wild, brave, rude.
Again, here with the whole pulling faces, like, again, maybe we're just focusing on these over exaggerated expressions. I mean, maybe this is a new tone for Doctor Who, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm being mean, and I feel like I'm not giving this objection much kind of depth to it. And there is a depth to it. I just think. I'm just kind of. I hope I'm not. I don't come across as like I'm nitpicking, but you know, like even I mean, Catherine Tate's character Donna Noble in series 4 pulled faces, but it was like deliberate at certain times, certain points, and it seemed very much in her character to do so, and she balanced that with a lot of more subtle acting. If that's what happens here, I'm fine with it, but I just that wasn't what really happened in Church Ruby Road, where a lot of her expressions were very much like theatrical and not underplayed, which works better for theatre. I don't know. Does she come? I know she's been in soaps. What? I keep forgetting. Millie Gibson. Does she come from an? Does she come from? What's her background? I mean, 7 years ago she was in the CBBC. She's still a relatively new actress, but then again, I guess so was Billie Piper. But I think she's younger than Billie Piper was. Billie Piper was what? Initially playing 19-year-old. I don't think she was 19 in 2005. How was Billie Piper? Not that age is, an indication of talent. And I don't want to kind of suggest such a thing, but 1892. No, 1982. Yeah, so Billie Piper was 4 years older when she took her role. I don't know what Millie Gibson was like when she was on the soap, because I know soap's obviously much more grounded, so it might be that going from like a soap to a science fiction show, she feels that she needs to be a bit more kind of exaggerated with the performance. Maybe. Why is this not working? I think I've deleted something here which I shouldn't have deleted. Huh. Okay, I'll fix it later. But I just remember it took me out of Church Ruby Road because I was like hyper focusing and distracted on the faces she was pulling. But I feel like I'm being mean here a bit, maybe.
No, you made it worse.
I mean, to be fair,
Where shall we?
the other parts of it in this trailer, she's fine. So maybe I'm just hyper focusing on something which I shouldn't need to do. This is the Abbey Road shot people are complaining about. To be honest, if people were complaining about people having been complaining about it, I'm like, okay, I guess I see like how it's a bit off. If they hadn't, I wouldn't have like even thought about it for a second. And they have matched the cars up pretty well, from what I can see. So I just think the shots like just you take two shots of the same thing with different cameras, they're gonna look different. I think this shot is just a wider shot. I don't think they're going for like a 1-to-1 replica, and so that might be like the kind of uncanny valley nature of it.
Go anywhere.
It's you.
I hate babies. So there's an episode called Space Babies, and someone on Facebook pointed out. That
Where shall we go? Anywhere.
someone on Facebook pointed out that Rusty Davis seems to be going for a strong babies theme, and like family theme in this series. So maybe that is a theme they're going to explore a bit more. Also, that I wasn't talking to you, Siri. That come over is doing that baby no favors.
It's you.
Space baby.
Sure, why not? I'm getting Wally vibes from this shot. Is this the same episode? Is he wearing the same outfit
Where shall
that he was wearing?
Anywhere.
Yeah, so he's wearing the same. I don't like him not wearing a jacket. It just seems too like casual. Like you're too casual. You're at work, Doctor. Wear a jacket. This is the same outfit that they're wearing in the scene with the big kind of like alien monster thing. So this is probably like there's probably something sus happening with the babies that mean, and this I'm professional, clearly. I think there's a connection between this seemed like an innocuous nursery kind of vibe and then something more sinister. That's to be the plot of the episode, and it's something to do with the monster.
It's you.
Space baby. Oh, is it the universe, man? Let's have a random landing.
Is it safe?
A lot of dodgy flying from the tires. It seems to be being thrown around a lot. And yeah, that was a monster.
Listen
So we get the fun out of the way, and now we go for the drama.
to me. This is what we're trying to stop.
All of life extinguished. You'll keep us safe.
I will keep us safe.
So this is I mean, if nothing else, the different costumes they're wearing definitely help place trailer shots. So I mean, they've released all the titles for the next series of Doctor Who. Because there's only eight stories. And the penultimate one is called The Legend of Ruby. So the two final ones are called so the Space Babies, which is an immediate episode after Ruby joins TARDIS crew, and so it makes sense because obviously in the shots of in the trailer of them on the spaceship, Ruby's still wearing the same outfit that she was wearing in the last episode. The Doctor seems to have changed, I think. Although maybe they've just taken her jacket off. I can't quite remember what top they were wearing underneath their jacket in the end of that shot. So clearly the first thing they go is to this. I think there's probably some like random shots of them like traveling to different places where the Doctor illustrates where that we travel through time and then they settle on that space station as the primary place that stories happen. But obviously the next one is The Devil's Chord, which is the one with the Beatles and Jinx and the music thing. Then struggle to place in the kind of next three really of things I've seen in this trailer. Rogue, I reckon, is probably the one that's the Regency era episode, and I think the last two are two parts of Legends of Ruby Sunday and the Empire of Death. And I think that's the episodes where the Doctor's wearing this outfit, they go and visit Unit, and this kind of very dark part happens.
Come on! We've got work to do.
There's a
So yeah, I think this is probably from the Empire of Death.
storm coming in. You call.
No, yeah, I think this is obviously from Devil's Core. I think I'm gonna enjoy watching this villain. They've got that kind of, they're embracing the campiness, and I think when you're doing camp, you need to embrace, and that's clear what's happening here.
Honey, I'm a much bigger bang than you bargained for.
I do like that line. Like it fits the characterization. Fits characterization of this Doctor, but it's still very much a badass boast. But Doctor's the same as for.
I will shatter this silly little battlefield into dust.
Now again, this is like so casual. It's like you're dressed very casually, Doctor.
In a heartbeat, into dust.
But that line does go hard. You could argue it's maybe a bit campy, but I think that line goes appropriately hard. The fun of putting title shots into this trailer.
I don't have a people, I don't have a home, but I have freedom.
Okay, so I think they were wearing that top under their jacket in. Hang on, I'm sure I can just search it up. Yeah. So in the final shot of the last of Touch Ruby Road, that's what the Doctor was wearing. So it goes straight into this. I think the Doctor takes Ruby around like some locations to be like, hey, this is us traveling through time. Clearly they immediately take Ruby to see the dinosaurs. Where Ruby steps on a butterfly and turns into a lizard, and then I imagine they go to the space station and the Doctor takes off the jacket. Then that's the kind of the chronological order of that.
Catch him on.
I might be wrong though. The shot where the Doctor's wearing this outfit. Oh no, I think this trailer's misleading. I don't think those two are connected shots because I think there's too much more else going on. But I don't know if it's based pure on speculation or someone's seen a leak or something, but apparently Boom is meant to be the Stephen Moffat episode where the Doctor spends his 10 episodes standing on a landmine, which could be an interesting concept, I guess.
Scrapes. So I keep moving on to see the next thing.
Which is very much a persistent theme in Doctor Who, of a Doctor moving on and running away and never staying to like deal with the fallout of their adventures. It's been done so well, explored so many times with such depth and gravitas, and I'm glad we're considering that kind of theme, because it kind of helps with the kind of continuity of that element and that thematic element.
And the next, and the next.
Again, I think I'm very much going to enjoy this Doctor embracing the whole kind of like camp part of this character. Not camp, but like kind of the physicality and the moves and the dancing.
Have you ever?
So I have a feeling that I predicted this in the last trailer, where obviously we see let's keep calling her Clara. We see Ruby step on a butterfly, turn into a lizard. I reckoned either immediately in that kind of cold opening, or at some point later in the episode, probably not cold opening because we know what happens later in the episode. It's the rest. This is probably like a cold opening gag. The Doctor kind of does some time travel changes, saves Butterfly, and obviously that restores Ruby back to a human from the lizard creature that she got turned into. And this is probably exploring the element of the show, which is about how, messing around with time, it becoming a bit more of a fluid thing.
God, I felt so alive.
Oh yeah, so it was a Doctor earlier because he's wearing that beanie and that outfit.
And that's just the beginning.
So yeah, that was my exploration and kind of first reaction to that. I mean, they've never miscast a Doctor, so I have no doubt that the shooting hour show is going to be great. I think some of the episode concepts look interesting. They certainly have like a they're tonally going for something a bit different. With some of the episodes at least being a bit less kind of structured, a bit more kind of, I think it seems like they're going for more, especially at the beginning, more of the fun, more of the whimsy, less of the taking itself seriously element, which could potentially work. I mean, I don't know how much I trust Russell T Davies at this stage with everything that's going on with him, and it has the risk of going too far on either side, of kind of just detaching us completely from any kind of suspension of disbelief and just going completely into disbelieving. But equally, if you lead into it enough, there's no reason why you can't do that properly. And certainly I think Gash has a good grasp on what's expected from them. Less sure on Millie Gibson's Ruby Road at this point, but hey, I've been unsure about companions before. I never liked Rose, and I still like that era of Doctor Who. So it's not really it's not necessarily a kind of a major point for me. And then again, maybe the trailer is completely like off kilter with everything, and it's totally going to come across a bit different when we actually see the episode. I mean, trailers can it's very easy to mess around with the tone of a show through the trailers. You can make Mary Poppins a horror film if you really wanted to, quite easily. So yeah. But I think we learned some new things here, and maybe 11th. So a week and a month when we get to watch this. Right, that's my midnight watching of this trailer. Oh, also they have they've settled on that as what seems to be the new logo. I mean, whether or not that's the one they actually use in the show or it's just a trailer is a bit unclear. It could just be literally for the trailer. I don't mind the old logo, and I kind of actually like the blue and the gold kind of multicolored nature of it. I think this is just too monochrome for me. But so I won't say it's like I prefer this one over the other one. But I know some people kind of like the fact that it's more animated rather than just a PNG. But those are my thoughts. I'm going to go off for the rest of my day, and I'll see you another time. Goodbye.